When they were here last time, him and Chrisean was pregnant. Y'all were doing all that smoking and drinking here in the thing.
Sean's son's medical records leaking and everybody seeing and hearing about what's on them does not cancel her. I don't know what else at this point will. Like, somebody needs to get that little boy out of her care and get him out of her care quick. I tried to give Chrisean the benefit of the doubt because, you know, you're not always the best parent. Not everybody is the best parent, but they might be the best parent for that child. No, she's not the best parent at all. Like, seeing what's on these medical records is making me sick. Like, mind y'all, he didn't ask to be here and she did not have to have him.
Chrisean Rock has been evading questions regarding Junior's health like a bullet and denying that her 2-year-old kid, who is still unable to walk or speak, has a confusing issue. She blames God for this, apparently Jason. Lee is sick of her falsehoods. It is alleged that he is trying to reveal Junior's condition.
And she's asking fans for prayers. Chrisean Rock, she's back in the news. Mind you, we haven't been talking about Chrisean in a while. She's back and she's turning her life around after Blueface, because now apparently this week they're off. While Blueface remains in the California prison, Chrisean is trying to convince us that she's moving on from Blue Circus as she finds herself back in the church. And she's been seen crying and singing in church with a new song called Yahweh, on which she reveals that she's left her old life to serve the Lord. However, after she pulled on the internet's heartstrings, she later appeared on a live stream and said that if Blueface is ready to be serious, she'll unfollow everyone and tattoo him on the other side of her face.
Cashon's desire to highlight Junior was evident in his first public appearance on the internet soon after his birth. She took him to a mocking, snarky gym shortly after his birth, for example, just to brag about him.
So, I'm about to start professional boxing ASAP. I'm going to the studio tonight. I'm excited. Do I have postpartum depression? Hell no. Hell no. Life is great. The belly, it's still a little pudgy and saggy, but this is day, what, 1.5, 2? Day 2. So this is day 2. Guys, by tomorrow I'm gonna have my 6-pack. You talk to me.
Since then, medical professionals have been on the internet pointing out all the issues with that youngster. Furthermore, it has been identified as having a number of developmental problems, honey. At first, people thought Junior had death syndrome because of his characteristic cat-like cries, low birth weight, sluggish growth, and facial traits that resembled those of newborns with the condition.
So, I'm like, see, look, I can't even talk about him. What's he? I love the Lord. Oh, I love you, Lord. And if I live, you like.
Chrisean syndrome was quickly ruled out despite these similarities because it is a genetic illness. Christian's excessive concern with the bottle and that joint during your pregnancy led some to believe it was fetal alcohol syndrome.
Because we all was drinking, even you, with the baby and stuff. Why
So
are you lying?
Really been flued out in real life though. Ladies, one more time.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at?
Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just
No, you
gonna...
can't have liquor.
Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me.
Nah,
You shut the door
you
because it's
can't have
cold.
no liquor.
Additional diagnoses that satisfied the criteria were critical visual impairment, spasticity, seizure disorder, and infant abstinence syndrome. Because of this, some believed Junior was blind. As part of the story, Blueface's mother, Carissa, recounted how she first observed Junior but was unable to pinpoint the precise spot where he was staring.
There wasn't nothing wrong. It crushed my heart to look at my grandbaby and see that, and that was my first time seeing it.
Oh, God.
And it did. It crushed my heart a little bit. It did. But I love all my kids no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie. My first initial thought when I saw him in that restaurant. It crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt.
According to sources, Junior's stay in palliative care is expected to extend his life. Karen would have to acknowledge her role in his predicament if she did, though. Insiders claim that although she claims her son is blessed and that he sometimes speaks in languages during her appointments, she's been doing little to help him.
I worship you, Father. I worship you, Father. I worship you. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The news that is reaching us has, of course, made CPS aware of Junior's condition, which seems to be deteriorating daily. The choices available to Child Protective Services, however, are restricted in this case.
They said Chrisean finna be on the run because somebody was able to send pictures to the police department of Chrisean's genital parts, and they said he was bleeding from his diaper. She allegedly has not been taking him to his hernia surgeries, so they're not up to date as well. He also has severe diaper rashes, and it's just like, it's getting to a point. If this is all true, I feel like they should just go ahead and place this baby in a good home, or she needs to take parenting class. Instead of chasing all these men that's not doing you no good, do better for your son. Do right by your kid.
One ex-CPS official explained why they are unable to sue Chrisean. Listen, as a former MDHS social service specialist, you leave a footprint whenever you go into someone's records, which is why I never effed around with it, she wrote in her letter. Although I am glad I am not overly nosy, I am aware that it is probably not more trustworthy in the medical industry. To sum up, Jesus' published documents contain evidence of a variety of medical ailments and medications, including opiates, no sweats, visual impairment, spasticity, seizures, and fetal alcohol syndrome. The primary query that appears in the comments is, where is CPS? I know this because I was a CPS inspector once, and many babies who tested positive for drugs were returned home with their parents. CPS would normally visit the home to verify the mother's possession of the service, along with whatever she needs for the baby. But you guys believe that CPS is the end of the world? Not at all. Croc's close friend and sister, Lee Plummer Thompson, added a few more elements. Leo and Lee, however, were co-owners of Zeus Network, the production company that created the television series Crazy in Love and Baddies, which starred Chrisean. It's really sad that she won't accept the facts, knowing very well what she was doing, she added. I was furious that the church would not help him because I saw it happen. She needs, as mentioned earlier, early services and acceptance of the facts. She was just talking to me the other day. I understand that she adores her child, but she must go get him the support he requires. When I noticed that my oldest kid was not meeting developmental milestones, I enrolled him in all the necessary therapy because he had special needs, autism, and cognitive impairment. It appears that until Chrisean Rock comes forward to speak the truth about her son's illness and take action, her family will continue to expose her. Blueface has certainly had good relations with his mother, Carissa, and several of Crouch's associates. The dirtier Jason Lee is now pursuing her. For those who are unaware, Jason Lee tends to be a disaster. But you'll find out because that man will do whatever it takes to grab clicks from anyone. Remember how he threatened Beyonce out here?
And I've done a lot, and I'm not even going to say it here because if I did, this internet, Beyonce's good internet, would go crazy. I'm going to tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh, and that's where I go back to, like, we're friends in the game. We support each other.
He intended to reveal Blue Ivy's surgery and Rumi and Sir Carter's medical issues, according to sources, but Beyonce paid him to keep the information private. She was out here to avoid the dude. That's why. Jason has his sights set on Crescent since he had the opportunity to meet Junior in person during his interviews with Crone. He also has greater intimate knowledge. The mess will be here shortly, baby. Here's what some people think about it. I have no way of knowing if these photos are real or fake, or what the hell is going on, the person stated. Despite being anonymous, the post seems to be of Junior's private area and hernia, which is covered in diaper rashes and bloody blisters. Junior's cry is identifiable. I'll investigate and keep everyone informed, but for obvious reasons, we are unable to publish. Another person added, she did make a mistake and said bled through when she was changing his diaper on her stream a little while ago. Therefore, it's very likely. Junior, poor boy, we never imagined the baby would hurt so badly. I'm hoping someone will come forward. Maybe Jason Lee telling Honor will help, said the individual, but I do think what she did with how long it's been will be irreversible. We would like your opinion on this while we wait for additional details. Do you believe Jason Lee has the right to turn against Chrisean and Blueface and reveal their secrets, considering how much he has previously shown love and respect for them on his show? Let us know in the comments section. It's equally crazy. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and watch the following video.